So, a couple years ago, I started noticing that I was not very lively coming back from walking the dogs. I was just like huffing and puffing, and I'd never done that before. Just, funny things were happening, and then I started coughing just a little bit, and then it just got more and more, and, I tried to, manage it. It wasn't bad. And then it just, blew up. So, I had to go to the doctor. The doctor said, I don't know what this is. And so it was a long time of going to, to one doctor and then finally to a pulmonologist. He said, I don't know what this is, but we need to get you in the hospital to pull out some of that matter from your lungs and send it off to the lab. We had tried sending off stuff to the lab before, but it was inconclusive. Anyway, so it came back, and the short is, he says, I don't think you'll ever get over this. It's a form of bronchitis that has very poor prospects. It's not like the normal kind that you take medicine and a week later you're feeling better, and it's not that kind at all. So this has been going on for a couple of years. When he figured out what it was, there's only one antibiotic that treats it. It's $10,000 a month. I didn't have $10,000 a month.
Dorothy is my sweet daughter. We've been very close all of our life. She's a good, hard-working person. That's who Dorothy is. Her situation right now is tough.
She had something more significant than most of us realized.
I didn't tell people about all of this that I had gone through.
For a woman who works that hard, who tries so hard, such an achiever, to be put in that position.
I, would show up at places, put my best face on.
I can't imagine what she's going through right now to have to pay some of these bills.
And, for that hour that I was there, it would be the only good hour I had in the day.
If your main gig is to be a speaker and you can't speak, then you can't work.
I'm a speaker. I couldn't go out and speak. I couldn't drive my business.
When you can't work, you don't have any income to pay your bills.
Income is diving. Expenses are skyrocketing.
To not have any options completely wiped her out financially.
Because she had to spend some time in the hospital with some expensive medications that her insurance does not cover.
By the time 6 months was over, that's a long time to take high-level antibiotics. There are all kinds of unhappy side effects. And that was about the time I was out of money. It's incredibly scary to have blown through life savings.
It's not easy to ask for help. It takes a lot of humility to be like, I'm counting on you as my friends and as my community to step in.
I was the person who would stand up and do for others, and which is a wonderful thing to do. I encourage it for everybody.
Dorothy's been a supporter of this community, and she needs the community's help.
What I was really bad at was being able to receive. Pride will do that for us, and it was doing it for me.
If you donate to Dorothy, you can know that she will use that money to recreate her life, and once her life is recreated, to help others, because that's who she is.
I'm tanking up the business, getting it running again, but, that takes time. Gosh, anything that you can do to, this is just, getting through a rough patch.
If you could help her, we would really appreciate it.
It would be wonderful if the community could pay it back.
The mortgage people think that they should be paid. And, they got a point. Looking back on this journey, I really think that the big lesson for me is that life really is about giving and receiving, and it's kind of like your heart opening and closing. If it just stayed in one position the whole time, you wouldn't live very long.